Hey troopers, and welcome to our monthly dev blog, now in video format and with voiceover. Back in March we were deep in the trenches, focused on the trailer and prepping for the pre-alpha. So today we're catching up and covering the biggest updates from both March and April. Our pre-alpha trailer. This was a huge step, not just for visibility, but for us as a team. The trailer has now passed 80,000 views and the game has crossed 15,000 wishlists. That's a major milestone for us, so thank you for watching, sharing and supporting. You made this possible. We didn't use any pre-rendered footage. What you see is real gameplay, captured straight from the engine, no expensive CGI, no cinematic fluff, just raw experience. Okay, there is one tiny exception to this, the Caesar and Bars dialogue. It didn't quite hit in engine, so we pre-rendered that one scene, but you can forgive us, right? The goal of the trailer was to introduce the setting, the final days before World War III, and to show as much real gameplay as possible, even within the limits of a tech demo. Making it all in-house taught us tons, new tools, new techniques, and that'll help us craft future deploy scenes and special events. We have a big announcement. Entropia is now Status Entropos. At the peak of interest, Entropia suddenly disappeared from Steam. Valve took the game down after receiving a request from MindArc, a large company holding rights to a similar name, even though they do not own the standalone Entropia trademark. Valve removed our game's page without notice, bypassing their standard procedures, giving us no chance to appeal or respond. We spent a week in talks with Valve and were finally able to restore the page under the new name, Status Entropos. Unfortunately, even this doesn't guarantee full safety without official trademark registration, which is costly and time-consuming. But the experience showed us that spending all your energy purely on development just isn't realistic. Bureaucracy is something we'll have to face too. Despite all the stress and the ironically increased entropy, we still have your support, and we're incredibly grateful. The strength of indie developers is entirely in the support of its players. With the release of the trailer, we've launched Patreon and Boosty pages, allowing players to not only follow development, but support it directly. In April, you raised 2,600. That's amazing. We can't thank you enough. And an important note, the founding team receives zero income from crowdfunding. In fact, we've continued to invest our own money on top of that. All the raised funds go straight into development, salaries and licenses. Starting today and at the end of every month, we'll be reporting exactly how much we've raised, how much we spent and what's coming next. You'll know exactly how much it costs to develop Entropos. We've also launched our first tests. With the crowdfunding launch, we've opened access to the tech demo for Tier 3 supporters. Early feedback is very encouraging, though not without issue. The biggest one is network latency, since we don't yet have dedicated servers. Because of this, we've adjusted our roadmap slightly and begun moving to dedicated servers right away. Thankfully, your support makes that possible, and performance should improve in the coming weeks. So who joined the team in April? A programmer brought in to help us transition to dedicated servers. A weapon animator. As promised on the roadmap, a new animator has already joined the team. Together we'll be working and polishing all first-person animations, so stay tuned. Many of you fairly pointed out our placeholder gun sounds. Initially, we used the stock sound package as a quick and cheap solution, but now it's time for an upgrade. With our new sound designer, we're replacing gunfire and explosion sounds with high-quality, stylistically fitting versions and adding reload and weapon interaction sounds as well. Work is already underway. We also welcomed a new level designer this month. We're currently working together on a new map called Concrete Plant for the 10v10 mode. This is the very same plant that once supported the construction of the Bering Strait Dam, a monument to peace between two great nations and humanity's dominance over our planet. But that grand project failed, and now the world stands on the brink of war. In March, we've added the AEK-971, a high RPM Russian assault rifle chambered in 545. As always, we strive for high fidelity, even within our visual style. We're confident that this is the most accurate AEK-971 representation in any game to date. This month, we've begun implementing realistic optical scopes with parallax and scope shadow effects. Since full weapon customization isn't ready yet, alongside the Hyperion scope, we've added the SVCH sniper rifle. Shotguns are based, but what's even more based, it's a fully automatic shotgun. The AA-12 has now been added, a devastating close-range weapon that tears flesh and thin cover apart. Welcome one-button gameplay. Just kidding. 2 new SMGs have been added as well, the MPX-K and the Vityaz. Both fast-firing, low recoil and easy to control. With MPX we've added 5 reload animation variants, 2 full reloads and 3 tactical. In the future this system will consider the faction, stress level and more. Still, despite all the attention we gave to the MPX, playtesters picked Vityaz as their favorite weapon. What about you? Which weapon do you like best? Let us know in the comments. As we speak, backers on Patreon and Boosty are voting on which weapon should be added next. Many more weapons are in development, waiting for us to return to our ambitious animation system. As soon as the dedicated server transition is complete, we'll get back to developing it. The system allows us to mix traditional and procedural animations with extreme flexibility. It basically controls all weapon and first-person character motion. Now you can fire right after inserting a mag or chambering a round, no need to wait for full animation playback. Same goes for switching weapons. Once your finger is on the trigger, you can shoot, and many more details like this are coming. There are already 16 firearms in the game and more are coming. That's more than we have classes. For now, we manually swap new weapons to classes so you can try them all. Next up, we'll be adding a full loadout customization and a subclass system where you'll be able to choose the weapon you want. We're also working on the main menu and settings interface. In the next updates, you'll be able to adjust graphics settings more easily and localizations will finally work correctly. We're continuing work on total destruction. The destructible house on the shooting range has been fully rebuilt and now is fully destructible. Next up are several improvements, both to the system itself so it can handle more objects and be a little less CPU intensive, and to the creation of fully destructible maps starting with Concrete Plant. As mentioned earlier, you've raised $2,400 in April. That's entirely community support, a big milestone for a team without a publisher. We also added $200 from our personal savings at the beginning of the month. Together, that allowed us to hire a network programmer, continue development of interfaces and mechanics, bring in new animations, sound and level design talents, and feel confident about the coming month. We don't disclose individual salaries to protect team privacy, but we guarantee every donation goes directly toward development tasks. Here are the numbers. That's it for now. Thank you for being here with us, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel, join our Discord, and track the roadmap on our website. See you in May, and until then, stay sharp, troopers!